Hey guys, it's Linton here from Greenbox Markets. Seeing as there is a lot of news in the market today, I'm not actively looking for new trades, new positions to open. I am, however, managing my current open positions and will be sending out updates to my subscribers as soon as I make adjustments in terms of my stop loss levels. So let's just have a look quickly at the news that is in the market at the moment and why I'm not trading today. So firstly, we've got mainly we've got the Jackson Hole Symposium taking place today, which is an annual symposium taking place in Jackson Hole. And what happens there is the Federal Reserve and other monetary policy managers basically get together and they discuss the way forward. So we're going to be hearing from ECB President Draghi later on today at 9 o'clock this evening. That's GMT +2, and then 4 o'clock this afternoon, Fed Chair Janet Yellen will be speaking. So this really could push the market in either direction, because we are probably going to hear in terms of what's happening in the labor markets, as well as inflation and obviously interest rate potential changes, etc. So it really could push the market around, and being that it's Friday, I'm not looking at entering any new trades today. So I thought what we should do is just have a look at Elliott wave theory and whether or not it has been working even in a choppy market like this. Now, most of you will know that when I trade, I base my strategy and entries on the daily and 1 hour time frame. And the reason for that is because when there is volatility in the markets and when we see big moves, a choppy market, it is difficult to trade on the smaller time frames, because obviously your stop loss levels are smaller and the chances that the market does move by that amount of pips is quite possible. So I tend to move my strategy up onto the larger time frames, like the daily and obviously the hourly for triggers, because it quietens a lot of the noise in the market. So it does give allowance for the market to be able to move around. Let's just have a look at a post or a YouTube video that I put up on the 5th of June this year. And this was with regards to the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. And I just want to show you how that panned out. So let's just have a look at what I said back then. We can see that we've had this 1, 2, 3, 4 wave completed, pretty much exactly to the point where we expected it to go to, according to the analysis last week Friday. So if we do get a confirmation of the price turn at this level, I'm expecting on the daily chart that it's going to go all the way back up here to complete the 5th wave within this structure. Then on this, so quite clearly there we can see that I mentioned the 4 waves having completed, and that we were expecting, if a turn was confirmed, a move up to the top of the structure. Let's have a look at where the price is currently trading. So this is the Aussie dollar New Zealand on the daily time frame as well, and quite clearly here we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 waves that I was talking about, and this confirmed the turning point over there. So that there was a confirmed turning point where we had a 1, 2, 3 wave structure, and when that broke to the upside, entry over here. And from that point, let's have a look at just how many pips would have been gained from that point on. So after the turning point, we look at the entry over here, and currently 530 odd pips that are on the table at the moment, and there are still a number to go. So if we look from here to the top of the structure, another 350 odd pips to go. If you're not in this trade at the moment, what you would need to do, let me just change the color of this quickly so it's a bit more visible. So I'll do this again. So we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 waves, and this being the 5th wave that we're expecting up to the top here. So if you're not in this trade as yet, what you need to wait for is some kind of structure formation. So from this point to see, something along these lines, and then a break of that structure. So another structure formation with a break to the upside, and that would be a good entry for the remainder of this trade. It is, however, common to see a structure form in this kind of formation, 1, 2, 3, 4 waves, and then not quite get to the top of your fifth wave before you see the major pullback, and that we do see quite often. So if you do get into any positions to the upside here, keep your stop loss close and make sure that you move it up as the price moves in your favor. I do, however, expect that at least breaking this high would be on the cards. So, you know, that should be a decent trade, being that this is the daily time frame. To get back to the point, does Elliott wave theory work in trading Forex? Most definitely. I mean, here you can see that on the 5th of June, we predicted this move. And since the turning point, the actual turning point, it's roughly 600 pips up already on that particular trade. So it definitely works. And let's just have a look at the history of this account that I'm on. I just want to show this to you quickly. This account I started trading on the 17th of January. And these are all the trades that have taken place on this account. I'm just paging through to the bottom, and this is since the 17th of January. This account started with a $10,000 deposit on the 17th of January 2017. There you can clearly see the deposit over there, $10,000, and profit and loss is $16,044. So 160% profit since the 17th of January. Now I want to stress that on this account, being that it's an account that I trade for myself, I do tend to take a bit more risk than I am trading on our $10,000 challenge account, and also our medium risk signal that is available on MQL. So this is a much more aggressively traded account, and just to prove the fact that Elliott wave theory does work, this is the strategy that I've been trading on this account since the 17th of January, currently sitting at just over $26,000. I hope that gives you a little bit more confidence in Elliott wave. If you have been battling with it, guys, stick to it. I don't just trade standard Elliott wave theory. I apply Elliott wave to my existing strategy and to the markets. So I really hope this helps you to see things a bit more clearly, and obviously understand that this strategy is one that you can apply to the markets. And you can apply it to smaller time frames, but in a choppy market like we're currently seeing, I would suggest looking at the longer time frames in order to cancel out the noise. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. Take care. Cheers.